was devastated by an earthquake and tsunami. The disaster killed about 20,000 people and left countless others homeless. Japan continues to recover, and tonight, those who are helping in the effort were in Boston. For more, we go to our Jeff Ballin. He's live in Boston. Jeff?
Latoya, some fascinating stories told today. We met an American who was in Japan at the time. We met several Japanese who were in America at the time, and just about every other combination you might think of. And it is clear that the emotional aftershocks continue as if the quake just happened.
It was really the biggest and the longest earthquake I had ever experienced. And I felt it's the end of my life.
One of many recollections shared by panelists and audience alike at a symposium hosted by the Showa Boston Institute Monday. Harry Tamagawa was in Tokyo last March 11th when the 9.0 earthquake and tsunami struck Tohoku, where her family lives 140 miles away. Thus began the longest 24 hours of her life.
And it was next day when I realized that all of my relatives are safe. And my family was really lucky because more than 15,000 people lost their lives.
A fear felt halfway around the world.
My family, wasn't in the area the earthquake happened, so I felt lucky, but I just felt like, hopeless, like I couldn't do anything.
Dr. Seigo Izumo, who's made several trips to help, says he endured radiation from the Fukushima Daiichi plant equal to 250 chest x-rays in just 1 week.
But the radiation contaminated area, there's a huge task ahead because it turned out that the radiation fallout was much worse than initially at least anticipated.
Mervyn Fader, who's lived in Japan for 7 years and was near the plant last March 11th, had a surreal experience with customs at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport 9 days later.
Once we got away to an isolated area, they asked me what was in my bag. And at that point, I said, nothing, my clothes. And I said, why? They said, because it's setting off our Geiger counters.
But they say most of Japan is perfectly safe.
I would go on my honeymoon. I'd go to Okinawa. I have friends who are there in Tohoku right now who are teaching in public schools, so I have no problem.
And the only emotion that matches their gratitude to Americans for our help is the hope to repay the favor with hospitality.
Maybe you think Japan is not safety, but I wanna say, in my opinion, it's safety and it's great and it's very comfortable country. So please visit us.
Now that quake was one of the 5 most powerful in the world in the era of modern record keeping that began in 1900. The tsunami waves crested at more than 130 feet. Of course, the anniversary coming up this Sunday. Latoya?
All right, Jeff Ballin live for us in Boston tonight.